Hey guys, Mr. Simons here. I'm just looking at. I was asked by some students to do a short video on incorporating the cartoon, and you know that your stack has two texts. One's an article and one's a cartoon, and we've done quite a lot of work on the cartoons from the Megxit booklet and an article. So just have a look. This is a language analysis. It's from a while ago, but the language analysis is on two articles and a cartoon. Okay, so there's quite a lot going on. But just have a look. In the introduction, we've got a broad discussion of the issue, and then we've got introduction of the texts themselves. Here, the two articles is there, okay, and here is the cartoon, introduction of a cartoon. Okay, so that's what I suggest that you do in your analysis. You introduce the cartoon as well as the primary article. Okay, just have a look at the way it's worded. A cartoon published in the Australian supports the latter view. So it doesn't just introduce the cartoon, it says what view, and the latter view is this second. So the two articles, they have opposing views, and the latter is the later one, the second one. That's what's referring to the latter view. Okay, presenting Henson as somewhat untrustworthy and unwanted within modern society. Notice the way the student has done it. They say supports the latter view, that means connects it with this article, but then they actually say what the latter view is. Okay? Just having a look down, you notice there's intro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 body paragraphs, and then this kind of conclusion part. Just here they've devoted one paragraph to the cartoon. You can do that as well, or you can do a comparative, this comparison of the language within the article and the visual of the cartoon. Just have a look here. Introductory, this segue here, like Divine's opinion piece. So it's an introduction saying, hey, this Divine article that I just analysed above it, the cartoon is like that. So this is called a segue here. I suggest you do that. The cartoon published in the Australian vilifies Henson. So this is saying what the cartoon does. This is the opinion or the contention argument of the cartoon. Vilifies Henson, portraying an almost absurd scene of a grotesque Henson infiltrating a serene schoolyard. You'll see this is the opinion, and then here is an overall description of what is in the cartoon. Okay, you do that as well. All right. Have a look from here onwards. I should expect to see a short description of a specific element within the cartoon, and then some analysis of what that means and how it positions and persuades a reader. Okay, just have a look. Let's see. The cartoon features a glum-looking Henson. Okay, that's the feature, characterized by a comically oversized head with exaggerated features. So that is description of the cartoon or elements within it. And here's some analysis of what it does. Okay, exaggerated features in order to make him appear filthy and disgusting, or possibly as being abhorred by society. Okay, so that's the effect. All right, that's the effect. This is the purpose here. This is designed to inspire the viewer towards antagonism against Henson and his supposedly socially unacceptable ways. That is purpose. You'll notice there's some clunky phrasing here. Designed to inspire the reader towards antagonism. That I'd rephrase that, but it's some good analysis, and that's good purpose. So we've got a deep already right there. Now we're looking for a deep. We're looking for another deep. Okay. Juxtaposition. There's the device. All right. That's a device within an image as well. That's totally fine. Just because it's an image doesn't mean it doesn't have these persuasive devices in it. Okay. Even though it didn't name one here. See, that didn't name the device? That's fine. It described it and then described what it, analyzed what it does and the effect on the reader. Here we've got a clear device listed. Juxtaposition of Henson with frightened looking children drawn in an innocent art style further accentuates this effect, highlighting the ones Henson is possibly threatening in order to draw out feelings of disgust towards Henson and concern for the children. That is deep, all there. That is device, example, effect, and purpose, all in this tight little thing here. I tried to get the cartoon. I tried to find this cartoon for you guys to have a look at, to see, what this student is describing. I just couldn't find the cartoon. Sorry about that. Just look at this last one. I should see another deep here or two. Okay, the comic text of the cartoon. So it's got text. There's some writing in the cartoon. That's good. The comic text of the cartoon, and then it quotes the text here, quotes the words. Maybe he's one of those arts bandits. Is also a deliberate pun on arse bandit. Okay, so this is using our taboo language or swearing. So that's an explanation of the language. Right, that's explaining this pun. All right, and here's some analysis. In reducing Henson to the absurd in this manner, the viewer is positioned to distance themselves from the absurdity of Henson's art, similar to the sarcasm Divine utilizes. So here's some really good comparison to the sarcasm from the article, from this primary article up here, that this student has analyzed this sarcasm up here, and then they've compared the cartoon here with the Divine article and the language there. Let's see how they sum up here. I think this is going to be like a link or a summing up sentence. All in all, the image seems to support Divine's argument, acting to defame Henson and purporting him as outrageous and unwanted within society. Okay, so that's kind of summing up what the cartoon does and how it's similar to the one of the primary articles there. Guys, I hope that was helpful for you as far as analyzing the cartoon. One thing that I'd love you to think about is, in your conclusion, why don't you have a crack at talking about the order of arguments and why the author has begun in one way and then moved on to a different argument and then moved out to the final argument. Why does he or she use that specific order of things? Okay, so that's what you might use your conclusion for. Guys, I hope that was helpful. Make sure you ask me any questions if you would like to. Yeah, good luck on your SAC. Bye.